Yeah, just I threw it down in a book there. Whenever Margaret was reading there about, was it Joel 2, you know, where it's saying for everything to bear fruit and to bring forth, and I think was it in here actually. Somebody was saying last week, or maybe I was listening to it on YouTube somewhere. But you know, the two meanings for the word yield. This is that the tree will yield its fruit. Okay, and even in Psalm 1 and that there where it talks, and Jeremiah, where it talks about the tree yielding fruit. And it says it's only as we yield to God that we will yield fruit. Okay? So it's like as we yield and surrender to God, and like Margaret says, enter into that rest, if we can get to that place of saying, right, God, you know what? Circumstances, situations, what I see, I'm not moved by it. Okay? I refuse to be moved. Okay? And this is a place where Hannah, like that day, Hannah still had no children. When she left Eli that day, left the temple, she still had no child to pick up on the way out. You know, she couldn't go back to Penina and say, I've been in there praying and I now have a baby. You know, no, she couldn't. But yet it says that she went back into Elkanah at the feast and just as right, bring me dinner. Okay, where it says that she wasn't able to eat. Before that, she was so troubled in herself because of all that she had had to endure. But yet, once she got into that place and prayed through, as to talk about, and just like, right, God, you know, my heart is, and it's even what Alison was saying yesterday about the wee boy being sick. She says that she just got to a place where she just got angry and just says, right, no more. And then she talked about marching up and down the room, you know, and saying, right, speaking healing over her wee boy and saying, no, he is not going to be sick. Okay? And it's like, we do have to get to that place, you know, and sometimes it's like just frustration really pushes us into that place because we can just say, oh, right, you know, I think in our heads we just think, oh, it'll pass. I mean, I remember going to, it was actually down in Korean Christian Centre, to your lady, Mara Schofield, and she did like a wee teaching, something like this here, kind of, I suppose, and she was sharing her testimony anyways at that point, where she was diabetic, but she also then, she took cancer, and she says whenever she took cancer, she was like, right, no way, I'm not accepting this here, okay? So she prayed and she stood and she pushed through and the cancer left her. But she says, with the diabetes, she says she could live with that. You know, and she says she just remembered them being really challenged one day with the Lord. What about the diabetes? And she says, well, it wasn't life-threatening. You know, so she says she just thought, oh, well, you know, just inject herself with insulin every day or whatever. And she just kept living with that for years. You know, and it's like sometimes we can just accept, oh, you know what, this is just the way my life is. Or you know what, oh, yes, okay, I wish I had what they had, but you know, this is just like my lot. And you know what, sometimes you think, oh, it's not too bad, like, because it's like they always say, there's always somebody worse off than you are. But you know, just because that may be true, doesn't mean to say that we have to settle with where we're at. I mean, like, Hannah may have known other ladies who didn't even have a husband. You know, and in those days that's a lot worse again than not having any children. You know, because you know, so she could have said, well, you know what? Okay, Penina has all these wains and all the trouble that goes with that there. You know, and here I am, I have my freedom. But obviously, we messy over here wouldn't let her sell at that. And you know, and it's like, right, no, I'm not going to accept where I'm at, you know, and don't accept the situation. If there's anything in your life, anything in my life, anything in our lives that doesn't line up with the promises that God has for us. I mean, I was reading this morning in one of the Psalms, and it says that He has clothed us with the armour of His promises. Okay? And I meant to make a note of where it was, because I read it for you. But you know, and I thought, what? I know, because you usually just think of the armour, okay, we've got the breastplate, we've got the helmet, we've got the belt, we've got the shield, and all this here. And I say, right, no, it's the salvation, okay, we're saved, we have the breastplate, we're righteous in Him, we have the belt of truth, we have the shoes of peace. But you know, in the Psalms there it says, with the armour of His promises. You know, and I thought, wow, you know, I never read that, well, maybe I never read it, but I've never seen it before. You know, it's one of the things, and it's like, you know, every area of our lives, like the armour, we know clothes, we're covered from head to toe, we have the big shield of faith up there. But you know, it's faith and confidence in His promises. Okay, so it's like, right, any situation, whether family, children, okay, husbands, whether it's work situations, whether it's health, whether it's finances, it's like, right, we can stand against the enemy, trying to bring all that on us because of the promise of the Word of God in that area. Okay? And like Penina, obviously being the devil's advocate, will not say she was the devil, okay, but he was using her. Okay, the wee devil living there in the house, provoking her, making fun of her. And you know, and it's like the devil's always there, oh, I did God say, you know, like Adam and Eve, did God say, did God say? Yes, He did. You know, you just imagine Abraham, you know, did God really say you were going to be the father of many nations? You know, and this announcement even for Abraham was just made to him whenever he was, 75 years of age. And God turns up and says, oh, Abraham, you're going to have a son, you're going to be the father of many nations, it's going to be the stars in the sky and the sand and the seashore. You know, even just like Abraham says, you're telling me this at 75 years of age? You know, why would you have told me this here 50 years ago? You know, but he had lived all those years, happy, content, whatever, maybe wishing he had a son, but he hadn't. But he was still with Sarah. And like, you know, and it's like, he just lived, went through life, blessed, in every other way. You know, he was one of the richest men there was, but yet he didn't have any family. You know, and it's funny because maybe you even read through the scriptures, the ones who had no children, you know, ended up that God just came and did something mighty in their lives. A lot of times it was these ones here who you just see, right, they really had to experience God. You know, and maybe in those days, because in those days to have no children was a major shame on the man and the woman. Okay? It was just a major thing. It was like whenever a couple got married, so say a young couple, but the man could have been any age and she could have been any age, bless her heart. But you know, it's everybody waited for a child. You know, and then it was like, as a girl or a boy. Oh, it's a girl, oh well, okay, you can try again. You know, and there was so much pressure, okay? And that's why, you know, when you read through, you know, even right through, because then even into the New Testament, then you've Elizabeth and Zechariah at the very start of the New Testament, and their miracle was John the Baptist, okay? So it's like all these here, God just showed up in a miraculous way. When we read through Isaiah where God says, you know, I'll take away the shame of your youth. I'll take away your shame. But God doesn't want anybody living in shame. Okay? And it's like whatever is missing in your life, God has said, I want to fill that gap. I want to make your life complete. Okay? Where Joel 2, it's like, forget about the past. Okay? God is just going to restore it over and above. Okay, where the fat's going to be overflowing, okay, everything's going to be in superabundance. And that's the thing, you know, if we can get where our mind and our focus, okay, is totally and utterly on God. Like reading Psalm 91 this morning, He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High. You know, if you're in that secret place, okay, we always think of a secret place as somewhere that is hidden. If you go into a house, you know, any one of these, the big house, like down there at the artery that we went into in the big National Trust House, and the woman was saying to something, there's wee secret passages and there would be hidden doors and all throughout this house. You know, well, a secret place isn't somewhere, oh, by the way, big signs up this way to the secret place. Well, the secret place is secret for a reason. Okay? And it's like, right, there's a secret place. But it's like everything else with God, it's hidden for us. Okay? Because it's that place of safety and protection for us. It's that place where we enter into, and it's like, oh, I mean, just imagine a wee child just found in a wee secret room somewhere, you know, and just like, oh, wow, look, I found this here, you know. And you go in, but with God, if it's God's secret place, you go in, and it's just filled with everything you could ever need or want in life, okay? And it's like, that just is inaccessible. We're inaccessible in there. In there, like the enemy can't come and steal anything from you, okay? Because if we're hid in God, well, I tell you, the enemy is not going to get anywhere close. He's not going to get anywhere close to be able to touch us, you know. And that's where we want to be, you know. Because I mean, like with Ashton this morning, we were talking about the situation in America. I mean, the situation's over here. But I mean, can you imagine living in a place where, not that you're not interested in what's going on around you, but where you are totally and utterly unmoved by anything that happens? Where you're not frustrated, you're not upset, you don't get annoyed about it, because you know, my God is in control of everything, okay? You may get a bill in, oh, there's another bill, okay? Okay, well, my God is able to supply every need, okay? I'm not feeling well, whether we go to the doctors or just pray, you know, let's say we go to the doctor, and the doctor says, well, this is what it is, it's pretty serious, okay? You need to get this, you need to come and get it sorted, or else there's nothing you can do about it. But you know what? Unmoved. My God is able, okay? You know, right, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, why is my son or my daughter not home? You know, unmoved. My God is able. Me and my family, we are inaccessible in the secret place of the Most High. You know, it's like, devil, you may try, okay, you may try to get in, but you know, devil, it's all short term, okay? The things are temporary, we're not moved by the things that are temporal. The things that are seen are only temporal, okay? But the things that are in God are eternal. You know, and I mean, it's like, I used to say to the guys at the beach house, you know, this is big because it's big long, you can say this is all one long table, okay? Because sometimes we can't imagine eternity, you know? But I used to say, right, let's say this wee bit here, this wee half an inch, okay, is our life here, okay? Because some of the guys in the beach house, you know, they came from pretty bad situations, okay? And they've been through stuff and all this here, and maybe they couldn't see any way out. And so, this is my life, this is all my life is ever going to be. And I says, well, okay, let's say it is. Okay, so let's say you live till you're 70 or 80, okay? But even if you have, okay, 70 or 80 years of hell on earth, okay? If you leave this life with God, okay, you have that there ahead of you, okay? So compared to all this here really, is it really seriously? Like whenever we're way down there, you know, we're not even going to be able to look back and see this here. Okay, and that's where it's like, right, unmoved. Not that pain doesn't matter. I mean, pain is horrible, you know. Anybody ever had a toothache? You know, never mind any big serious pain. But you know, but it's like if we can keep it all in the light of eternity, and in the light of God who is over all and above all, and it's like, God, you are able. And that's where we get to enter into that rest, where we have a trust and a confidence in Him. You know, and it's like, it's not the fact that I'm trusting Margaret, but then it's like, oh, Margaret's having a good day today. I need her, okay? Or heaven help us, depending on Lorraine. You know, it's like, Lorraine hasn't had a good day now for a while. You know, I need her. You know, and it's like, we're trusting and depending on each other. You know, it's like nearly okay. Hello, Margaret, can you help? Okay, Margaret, phone you back. Sorry, I have to go. You're cracking up. Who's next to me, Liz? Lorraine. Okay, no, just get. Okay. You know, and you can hear. It's like you go through the phone book. You know, and the old man is with a phone book. You go through the phone directory. You know, trying to find somebody who's in a good place. Are you having a good day? Can you help me today? No, that's a wonderful thing. You know, with God, He's always in a good place, okay? And He is always able. And He's never going to say, oh, no, Rosie, I'm sorry. I had to help Ashton and Nigel out with that yesterday, so you're going to have to give me a few days to get recharged. Okay, you know, His resources can never be exhausted. Okay, it's like one of the men at the weekend. I think it was Rick Pino. Does anybody know Rick Pino, worship leader? He's like, was he in what, Hawaiian? What looks Hawaiian? You know the wee Hawaiian with the long hair, you know, and it's just wee beard and all his hair. Because he did a wee bit of reggae one day, and he's like, and but like he was saying, he was saying he'd been to Bible college and all that there. Seriously. Same as a wee pastor man. But anyways, he was saying that one of the things he learned there was about the things of God, the things that God has are inexhaustible. Okay? Whereas like there is no area of God that is ever going to be exhausted and run out. You know? So it's like, say there's 7 billion people on the planet, okay? And it's like if all 7 billion of those people all said today I need help, today I need courage, okay, we'll pick courage, okay? You know, so if number 1 goes to God, says, God, I need courage, it's okay, here you are. Number 2 goes, God, I need courage, here you are, okay? Number 3, I need courage, okay? Number 350, I need courage. Number 3,500,000, I need courage. You know, it's like everybody could come, and still at the end of all that, God can still say, okay, anybody else? Anybody else? You know, it's like nothing that God is or has or that we need from Him can ever be exhausted. You know, and He's never going to say, I helped you with that before. You know, have you not learned? Have you never learned yet? You know, and He's never going to say that to us. Okay, it's just every day God says, come on, come to me, whatever you need, come to me, come to me. You know, because God wants us to live in that rest. I mean, I remember thinking, you know, it was a few years back, you know, God created the world in 6 days. Okay, the very last thing He made was Adam and Eve. Okay, and the first thing He did was give them a day off. Okay, the next day was a day of rest. You know, and it's like God just wanted us to live in rest. Like He never wanted us to have to toil. Okay, He never wanted us to have to work to survive. Like that only came after the curse, after Adam and Eve sinned. He wanted us to live in rest. He wanted us to live where, you know, I'm hungry, just out to go and pick something off the tree. And He wanted us to work or to live in that place, yes, to exert our dominion over everything, just to, you know, we would be the kings and the queens of everything we see. But it wasn't because we had to strive. Okay, He just wanted us to live in rest. And we heard Dennis talking last week about in the temple and in the tabernacle, okay? Like none of it was to be achieved. You know, whenever man came in there, he came in with absolutely just nothing, okay? People didn't get into God's presence because they worked for Him, okay? But God just chose the tribe of Levi, okay? He chose Aaron's family out of that tribe to be the high priest. They didn't work for it, okay? They didn't earn for it. They were just chosen. You know, God has chosen us. Okay, it says in Ephesians 1, He has handpicked us to be His. And that's, I think, we need to watch, just because after we've been saved for a while, we think, okay, I have to work at this now. I have to work to provide everything for myself, okay? I have to work on my own to sort out this situation. I have to, oh my goodness, this has come up now, what am I going to do? Okay, I have to work this out on my own. And we do get into works, and the rest is out the window. But you know, it's because of that unbelief that Margaret read about in Hebrews. Okay, and we have to say, right, you know what, God, I'm not getting into unbelief here. Okay, I'm not getting into unbelief. God, I believe that just as you brought the children of Israel out of Egypt, through the wilderness, into the promised land, where God, you wanted to provide everything for them, everything they had was there. But God, they started to say, you know what, we don't need God, we'll do this our own way. And then from there everything went downhill, and then it went back uphill, and then it went back downhill, and then back uphill. You know, God wants us then to say, listen, I still have a rest. I still have a rest for you. Okay, and it's like, are we going to say, right, God, I know what? Choose a life of rest in you, or a life of stress and worry. You know, I mean, and that's one of the things with God. You know, it's like always it's nearly a no-brainer choice. You know, it's like, right, as I said before, you life and death, blessing or cursing. Which one do you want? It's like, duh. You know, no-brainer, okay, we'll have blessing, we'll have life. You know, but yet so many people I can say, okay, life and death, blessing and cursing. I would like that, but you know what? For whatever reason, because I've got my eyes on the situation, I end up with death and cursing. You know, and it's like, right, like Pastor Lynn was sharing the other week there about the storm, you know, when life comes, when life happens, it's like, God, am I going to choose, you know, the winds and the waves, am I going to choose sinking? Or Lord, am I going to choose you and keep my eyes and me focus on you? And you know, like, that's wonderful. You know, there's nothing like, and I know it's one of the goals that we have for even having this Bible school, where as we learn and just get deeper and deeper into the Word and find out new stuff from the Word, you know, that hopefully by the end of all this year, we'll all be a wee bit more in rest than we were at the start. Okay, hopefully we get more and more revelation and just build on it line upon line, precept upon precept. Okay? So just take it. You know, and even set yourselves a goal of just to spend more time with God. You know, even outside of here, or even whenever this is all over, you know what, God, my life will only change as I spend time with you. My life situation, things will only change in here. Because this is really where the change needs to take place. Okay? It'll only change as I stay connected with you. Okay? So, Margaret, thank you very much just for provoking that there.